Howdy everyone, Pete Daddy here. Today we were blessed by the FIFA gods. Somewhere in between the absolute filth of Team of the Year kit SBCs, we received an absolute gem. It's this 91 rated Player Moments Paulo Dybala SBC. Now when I first saw him, I thought for sure he'd be greatly overpriced. Pretty much every player SBC we've had this year has been. However, when you dig into him, you'll see that he only requires two parts, one 84 rated squad and an 85 rated squad. According to FUTBin, you can get him done for less than 200,000 coins, which seems very reasonable to me. You could even make the argument that he's underpriced. However, the question still is he worth it? What will he do in game? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take an in-depth review of Dybala, show you some game footage of him from Weekend League. But before we begin, if you are new here, please make sure to subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate it. So first and foremost, let's just take a look at Dybala Stats. When you look at him, you'll see he's medium work rates. Now, typically, I prefer high attacking work rates. However, it seems from I'll just go ahead and let you know from a game experience here, the medium does seem to work well for Dybala. You may know João Felix is another popular player. He also is medium. You'll see that he has 4-star skill moves, which is fine, and 3-star weak foot, which is maybe slightly weak. However, this FIFA is not quite as dependent on having a strong weak foot. Of course, you always want as much weak foot as possible. However, it's not quite as game-breaking as it has been in previous FIFAs. When you look at his actual stats, you can see his pace, acceleration 93, sprint speed 86, and if you notice there, what I recommend for a chem style would be a hunter. That's going to take his acceleration up to 99 and his sprint speed to 96. It's going to boost his attack positioning, his finishing, his shot power. So you can see that his passing is already at 92. So Dybala, maybe his best position would be as a central cam, but you could play him as a striker. That's where we're going to play him in our highlights as a striker. Just wanted to see how he would feature. You could play him as a winger. He has enough pace. Look at his dribbling, 95 agility, 93 balance, 97 ball control, 94 dribbling, just absolute insane dribbling. Now his physical obviously isn't the best. His strength is not that high, but you know, like I always like to say, you can't knock off the ball. You can't knock him off the ball if you can't touch him. His stamina is also maybe just a hint weak, but it's not poor by any means. He was able to survive the matches that we played in, but that could be, some people could see that as a downside. Player traits, he has the finesse shot trait, he has the outside foot shot trait. Heck, if you were the CPU, you could even be a long shot taker or a technical dribbler with him. This Dybala has all the best traits that you could hope for, so that helps make up for the 3-star weak foot when they have the outside foot shot trait. Now, for what I did for team, I played 2 different teams with Dybala. The first one, I just kind of threw together this Serie A team right here. I've kind of accumulated several special Serie A cards over the year, and pretty much some I even wanted to just test out, like this Duncan I've had on my team. I've been dying to really test him out and like really good gameplay. Teo, I got him last season from the player objectives. I have never really got a chance to try him out. This Kessie I packed during, untradeable whenever Road to the Finals was out. This card was even extinct for a while. Never really got a chance to try him out. Rich Rodriguez, same thing. This De La Feu was really strong. So, and the way I rounded this team off, also Correa was another player objective card, but I rounded this team off. I bought second in form Chucky Lozano. I have since sold him so I could get my coins back, but for this team right here, I did have second in form Chucky Lozano. I did also want to buy a special Theo Hernandez, but they were just seeming like too many coins for what he's worth at this stage. He's risen massively, mainly because Ribéry is out in game now, or he's an SBC, and that's French Serie A links, and also it's not going to hurt Theo with Dybala being out. I just didn't feel like it was worth paying a couple 100,000 coins for a special Theo for just a couple matches, so we're just rocking with his gold version, and that works just well. But let's get to the footage, and then we play a second team. I kind of said goodbye-bye to Neymar and Mbappe for this round. I wanted Dybala just to be the feature piece, let him be featured. I didn't want him to have to rely on anyone else. So Dybala was the focus of this first team, and we take him into Weekend League, and let me just show you. So here's the team, and there you can see where I've got Chucky Lozano. This is who we're going up against first. You can see an Mbappe. I saw Player of the Month Bamba. And right away, you can see what Dybala, look at this movement. Within the first few minutes of the match, just beautiful, that silky, smooth left foot, just able to bury a goal for us right away. Dybala, we're already loving him. Look at that movement. Oh, that is beautiful. Look at that. Just that is nothing but left stick dribbling there. Dybala able to twist and turn. And I also wanted to test out his weak foot. So you can see right here, I've got Dybala. I'm moving with him, moving this way because I want to just kind of take a look at what he's going to do. But now he's going to be needing to test out that 3-star weak foot. So if we go with him here, 3-star weak foot, still buried it in like it's like nobody's business. So already 2-1, Dybala looking absolutely epic. And what I'm liking about him, what you'll kind of see here from some of these clips. Basically, here's Dybala, but what I'm really liking about him is that he can play in a multitude of ways. He's kind of like Neymar, like where Neymar can abuse you with his pace, but he can also abuse you with his silky smooth dribbling, and that's kind of what Dybala was able to do here. So you're not like, say, this is kind of an extreme example, but there's that Luis Suarez that's out right now. That's an objective card. Now, Suarez doesn't have the pace to abuse you. Now, he's got some good dribbling, and he's going to be strong, and he's going to be able to take advantage of you in the box, but he's not going to get those easy goals where he's going to outpace someone. So just kind of keep that in mind as you look at what Dybala is able to do. So just these through balls, he was gone there. No one catches him. And this has become a common theme with Dybala as well. He just wants the ball in the back of the net. There you can see my opponent's keeper made the first stop. Dybala was able to get the rebound. And you'll see that on a couple different highlights where Dybala just wants the ball in the back of the net. He just seems to have that trait to fight for it. But here again, you're going to see some more pace. There we're kind of biding our time with Deulofeu. Now right here, Dybala is even with the defender. And he's going to be able to keep making his run. I love how he's making his runs. That's one thing I'll say that's really nice about Dybala. He seems to just make those really direct runs. Like sometimes, I love Neymar and Mbappe, but sometimes it seems like they get a little crazy with their runs. And sometimes I just want them to make a direct run. Sometimes it'll seem like they're making a direct run, then they'll stop for no reason. Dybala's runs were absolutely immaculate. I was loving everything he did there. So even there, he was able to just kind of get the ball. We do that dribble, that just kind of push forward dribble with the right stick. And that is 4 goals for Dybala on his debut match. We go into the next match that got us the win in that one. And now we're going up against a team. They've got a CR7. They've got that player of the month, João Felix. We're getting it in. This is absolutely beautiful. Watch this. This is dribbling. Nice movement. Now, here's another one. Dybala just wants the ball in the back of the net, so we kind of get that deflection up. It was an insane movement to get the ball into that space. Then it pops up, and Dybala just attacks the ball. And that's something I've not really seen much from Neymar or Mbappe, and I've played hundreds of games with both of them. It seems like they just kind of fall off the ball. Like the ball pops up, they're not able to power through it, able to get there. But Dybala on multiple occasions just wants the ball in the back of the net. Here we go again with Dybala. Dybala is working it in. Deulofeu right back over to Dybala, and that's another one with the weak foot. That gave us a 3-0 lead in the 51st minute, led to our opponent rage quitting. So now we're going up against a pretty strong team here. They've got an R9, they've got Eusebio, they have Gnabry, got some really nice cards on this team here. Now it's kind of interesting, they still had the Alex Telles gold and Trent Alexander-Arnold gold. But we get some just really nice movement built up through here. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm looking. I don't know if you guys noticed that one right there or not. Dybala was standing. Let me just get this highlighted right here. Dybala was right here. And he did a quick turn to come back over here towards the ball. So now that is absolutely epic. Now what we have happening, we've got a 1v1 versus our opponent's center back. So now Dybala can just go to town. And one thing I love, what I personally love, is when I don't have to do skill moves. I prefer left stick dribbling. I think it looks a lot cleaner. I think it's more fun for me personally. I know a lot of people love doing skills. Some of them I like. Some of them I think just look so unrealistic. It's sometimes hard for me to do them. Now Dybala can do the skills, of course, but I love it when you can do the left stick dribbling. But now Dybala's here. He's coming this way. We're just going to do just a little turn. So we're going to be we're coming this way towards the ball. We're just going to be able to turn and come back this way and then take our time and make the nice clean finish. So Dybala, oh, that was beautiful. Look at that. That turn was just so silky smooth. And that's kind of what I'm saying with Dybala. He can do everything. He can do those pacey goals where he can abuse you with pace, and he can also do those Neymar-style goals where he's able to just twist and turn and dance in the box with that dribbling, with that agility, with the movement. So here we go. We've got Chucky Lozano making a run down. And what I want you to notice here, Dybala does a couple different lanes on this one. So at first, Dybala was making a run down this channel. Then my Dybala at this stage is right here. So Dybala was here, and then he noticed this, and now watch how he shifts his run. So he's going to shift his run up. So now he's coming down to a different lane, and he's going to go down this way. So this is one thing that just amazed me about Paulo Dybala was his AI movement, and that is one of the things that you don't see from a lot of players. So if we keep going with this, now watch. Now he's shifted his lane. Now he's making his run. He's making his run straight down here. So if we focus it here, we can see now that Dybala will be making his run straight down through here. And then if we focus again, if we keep going, we'll see that Dybala is now this is what I love again. Now he's made it to the end of his run. He's made it to the end of his run. So now what he's going to do is stop and move up this way to get into that open space, which is just absolutely incredible. This is 3 different lanes Dybala has run in on just this goal attempt alone. So now watch where Dybala ends up. He gets into this space. Now we can just kind of take our time, wait for the right moment, and just bury it. I mean, that was just absolutely ridiculous. That was probably the highlight that showed how good Dybala is more than any other. And here's another one. Just Dybala wants the ball in the back of the net. That's the third one out of like his, I think, what is that, his third goal in this one? I don't remember for sure, but here, and there's another one. We were talking about stamina earlier. This is an extra time. This is an absolute beautiful goal. You know, Lozano rings one over. Dybala gets on the end of it. I've got like a slow-mo replay of this one right here, but Chucky Lozano sends the low-driven cross over. Dybala gets on the end of it, just able to just flick it on in. Just an absolute magician. Anything, get it on his left foot. He's an absolute magician. But he's, like I said, we were also burying weak foot goals with him. Now, here's what we did. I changed up my team. I saw that Dybala could be the man on a team featuring a Serie A squad. So I thought, let's put it up. Let's ramp it up a little bit. Let's put in some of my better players. So we brought in Neymar. We brought in Mbappe. I brought in my better back line with Varane, with Joe Gomez, with, Mendy, Kyle Walker, the normal stuff, what everybody has at this point, it seems like. But also I kept in Duncan. And then to give Dybala chemistry, I brought on Lautaro Martinez, the foot freeze version. That was mainly to give him chemistry. I was just trying to figure out something just to get Dybala on 10. Wanted to make sure he was playing on good chemistry. So this was the team we were rocking. Then here's who we faced next. They've got a decent team. Got Raul, got a couple decent things. But here we go again. We're rocking and rolling with Dybala. We've got Neymar now. Now Neymar able to get this into Dybala. Dybala, oh, he does miss one. So Dybala's not infallible. He did have 1 or 2 misses like that, but I did want to show that. I wasn't able to quite get him into a slightly better position. I maybe could have went near post, maybe could have finished it a little bit better. But Dybala, I did want to show that he at least did miss something. Now here's one. Dybala took the free kick, and now watch. Now Dybala's coming into space again. This is all an AI run. I did not trigger that one. Dybala gets over here into space. He's just beautiful dribbling, finds the opening. And my opponent had already had enough. They had seen enough. I guess we had that early chance, and now we're going up against another one. They've got another R9 we're going up against. They've got Essien. They've got Rios. They've got a really strong team. But we're rocking and rolling here early. Now, Dybala and Neymar. Decided to put Neymar as my other striker up top with Dybala. And now we've got it rocking over here with Mbappe. Over to Neymar. Just unstoppable. I feel like I'm going to put Dybala in my main starting 11. I think he was that good. And I did want to show you Dybala for pins. We want aim right, go left. Dybala able to bury it. My opponent, even in the 8th minute, had enough. When they saw that Dybala, Neymar, and Mbappe combo, they just had more than enough. And that's what we have, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I will say what I'm planning on doing now. I think that Dybala is really insane. My plan is, now we've got like 90 packs saved for Team of the Year. We pack a Team of the Year. This could change everything. However, what I'm thinking I want to do is have Neymar, Mbappe, Dybala, and CR7 as my main attacking 4. I think that would be an absolute insane attacking 4. So I would definitely recommend completing this Paulo Dybala. for what you're getting. I mean, if you just, again, look at these. Now, I did play a couple other games with Dybala, and you can see there we had a couple rage quits. One of these games, my opponent left at 0-0, so, that one really didn't count. So this is really 6 games of Weekend League. Dybala got 14 goals, which is just absolutely exceptional. Now, what's crazy, he had 0 assists. It just always seemed like it ended up on Dybala's boots to bang in goals for me. Now, the first few matches were just that Serie A team where Dybala was the main focal point, but even when he was playing with Neymar, I think I want to say Neymar had 1 goal out of those, but Dybala held his own with Neymar, which is kind of what I wanted to see. Was Dybala going to be outclassed by Neymar, but he held his own. So just to wrap it up, this is an absolutely phenomenal card. I highly recommend them. I think it would be great for you. You're going to have a little bit of time to craft them. I don't know, he may be gone by the time we get our upgrade packs, but if you can put in an 84 rated and an 85 rated squad, it's going to be hard for you to go wrong with Dybala. There's some good links out there. If you've got that Correa that you've been saving, this is a decent card. There's Alejandro Gomez's. If you can't afford CR7 for the Juventus links, then Alejandro Gomez has a nice card. That Lautaro Martinez foot freeze card could be a nice one. If you got Duncan, there's plenty of good Serie A options. My main thing is I never did like the Serie A center backs, so that's why I was playing Rich Rodriguez and Kessie as my center backs here. So earlier in the year, I played with Manolas and Koulibaly, and I didn't really love them, so you may have to link them somewhere more with attackers. There's a Dries Mertens that's boosted. This Duncan, I think, is phenomenal. If you've got Kessie, Rich Rodriguez, he's lacking a little bit of pace, but he has some really good stats for everything he does. But anyways, boys, this is going to wrap it up for now. I definitely recommend completing Dybala. He's a really strong card, and he's very reasonably priced. But if you're new here, please make sure to subscribe below. Check the description. Join my Discord server. But I will see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.